Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Walker Stadium for our first game of the day, a bout between the Portland Pickles and the Portland Rosebuds. Leading off is number 6 for the Rosebuds, Aiden Bunn. Ball in the dirt, 1-1 the count. On the bump today for the Pickles is number 3, Andrew Del Biagio. Righty's seen some limited experience with the Pickles, looking to prove himself in today's exhibition. And that's down the line, fair ball. Aiden Bunn rounding, but he'll keep it to a single. And that's a leadoff hit for the Rosebuds. And with that leadoff single, the Rosebuds have tied their hit total for last night, where they were defeated 17-1 by the Portland Pickles. That's lefty Blake Tellinghausen. Righty. Oh, yeah. Fouled off right side. That's a 1-2 count. Rosebuds have struggled offensively so far in the year, but one big game could turn that around. Let me adjust my headset real quick.
Here's John Olson at the dish. An early, fast start here for the Rosebuds. First pitch to him, that one in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Rosebuds obviously looking for early offensive production after only putting up 1 on the board last night in that 17-1 loss to the Pickles. Looking to strike early on here. Olson last night with a ground out, hit by pitch, a strikeout and a walk. So reached base twice last night, but not able to record a hit. 1-1 Olsen. Chopper, comebacker. Out at second, and the Pickles turn the double play to get 2 down.
That was pretty good. Let's make some noise, Walker Stadium. I'm watching.
2 down, but the opening run potentially for the Rosebuds, 90 feet away. Here's Alex Soul. First offering to him, that one outside for a ball. Soul last night had one of the few hits for the Pickles on the pass ball, and the Rosebuds strike first.
Good job, 6-1. Way to hustle. Rosebuds, 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 Rosebuds. No?
As I was saying a second ago, Soul had one of the few hits for the Rosebuds last night, had a single into right field, also reached base on a fielder's choice. Pickles looking to extend this 6-game winning streak. Next offering, as he's late on that one, 2-1. Of course, that includes 5 straight West Coast League victories. Coming off that series win against Ridgefield, and then that sweep up at Wenatchee, 2-2. And the Pickles will return to West Coast League play Tuesday night here at Walker Stadium. Open up a 3-game series against Cowlitz Black Bears. Strike 3 on the outside corner, but the Rosebuds able to put one on the board early on. 1-0 Rosebuds as we head to the bottom of the first.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break all vodka.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome
Pickles coming to the play for the first time this afternoon. Again, game 1 of this Saturday split doubleheader. Game 2, the nightcap tonight, taking on the Gresham Grey Wolves. 7:05 first pitch as Cam Clayton will lead it off here for the Pickles in the bottom of the first as we look at the Portland lineup. Pickles lineup, I should say. Noah Guyette in the 2 spot. Ryan Ball hitting 3rd. Eamon Lance hitting cleanup. Tristan Gomez hitting 5th. Gabe Ariano in the 6th spot. Max Shore is 7th. Ole Arnson hitting 8th. And then Carter Booth rounding out the lineup for the Pickles this afternoon. The 0-1 to Clayton. That one above the Pickle. 1-1. Glassman getting the start on the bump this afternoon for the Rosebuds. Two-one to the future Husky. Long wind-up, just outside the zone, full count. Up the middle, and Clayton able to beat it out, showing out the wheels. Like I mentioned, this entire season, up to this point, Cam Clayton looking to make an immediate impact up in Seattle for Lindsey Meggs' squad. You can see one of the ways he can do that with his speed on the base paths. Here's Noah Guyette, starting at third base this afternoon. First pitch, strike to Guyette. And again, what a difference a week makes. It was about a week ago, we had that heat wave, record heat here in Portland. They had an afternoon game in the Wild Wild West League. A lot more pleasant afternoon, I'll tell you that, here at Walker Stadium here on this 4th of July weekend. Don't have to deal with, I'm trying to remember what it was last Saturday. I think it was like 108, I think it got to. Perfect afternoon for baseball. And will be an even better evening for more baseball. Guyette swings and misses, 1-2. Glassman with a long look, comes home, called strike 3 on the outer half. One down for the Pickles, and now I'll bring up Ryan Ball.
Number 38, Ryan Ball.
Ball failing to record a hit last night in that 17-1 win. Did have a sac fly, though, in the bottom of the third. Also reached base twice via a walk and a hit by pitch. Glassman throw over to check on Cam Clayton. Another check over. Clayton on the move. And he'll be in there with a stolen base, and he's just going to stay right there. Cam Clayton's speed on full display early on here in the bottom of the first. Able to leg out that infield single, and now with a stolen base. 1-0 to Ball. Breaking ball in the dirt, 2-0. Two and one. Now 2-2. And early on, some disagreement about the strike zone here in the bottom of the first. Two. Outside, 3-2. Another look over at Cam Clayton. Payoff pitch the ball. And the Pickles with 2 on with 1 down.
Now batting number 25, Eamon Lance.
Here's Eamon Lance stepping in with 2 on. First offering to the Santa Clara Bronco, just outside, 1-0. Two and 0. And now 3-0. Pickles looking to get that run back here in the bottom of the first after the Rosebuds took a quick 1-zip lead. Another throw over and a check on Cam Clayton. And a 4-pitch walk, and the Pickles threatening with the bases juiced. And now we'll get a mound visit here, as Tristan Gomez will step into the box. Game 2 of this 5-game 4th of July weekend here at Walker Stadium. As I mentioned before, Game 2 of today's doubleheader will feature the Pickles going up against the Gresham Grey Wolves, and then tomorrow in the afternoon, it will be a rematch of the Pickles and the Grey Wolves, and then the nightcap tomorrow night will feature the Pickles taking on the Portland Gherkins. First offering to Tristan Gomez with the bases loaded, 1 down. That one below the knees for a ball, 1-0. Gomez reached base 4 times last night. Failed to record a hit, though. Reached twice on 2 errors. Reached base on 2 walks. Also had a strikeout and a ground out. Had a stolen base as well. Check swing as Gomez able to hold up. Swings and misses, 2-2. Two. Called strike 3. 2 down.
Now batting number 4, Biagio.
Here's Gabe Ariano. And there's a balk. So the Pickles with their first run of the afternoon. And Ethan Glassman wanting an explanation. And Glassman is hot right now. Didn't like that balk call. So just like that, tied once again, 1-1. Now the first offering to Ariano. Tuno. Ariano right to the third baseman. Nice snag at the hot corner. But the Pickles strike right back. Knotted up at 1 as we head to the second here at Walker Stadium.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
After a nice snag over at third base by Aiden Bunn to end the bottom half of the first, we go to the top of the second, knotted up at 1 between the Pickles and the Rosebuds. Big hack there. Andrew Del Biagio still on the bump, going up against Shamonte Woods. 1-1 to Woods. Another big hack, 1-2. fouled off. And Woods gets on with a leadoff walk.
He was a Frenchman, a hero of the war. But war was over, and here's how peace had crowned him. He had medals to wear and nothing more. Every night in the same cafe he strolled by. And as he strolled by, ladies hear him say, if you admire me, hire me. A gigolo, you a better day. Oh, just a gigolo. Everywhere I go, even all the parts I'm playing.
Here's Trey Nelson. Rosebuds looking to make it 2 consecutive innings where they put runs on the board. Now in front of the dish from Andrew Del Biagio. High chopper up the middle. Ryan Ball. That one offline as he tried to flip it to Cam Clayton. And 2 on for the Rosebuds with nobody down. Now bring up Jack Ossenkopf. Ossenkopf would like a better performance today in this matchup against the Pickles. 0 for 3 last night with 3 strikeouts. Shows bunt and called a strike on the outer half. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. The 0-1 to Ossenkopf. And that one just missing on the outside. That one will drit foul into the berm.
Heads up. 50-50 raffle tickets for sale. Backswatch, folks. Out there, sell those 50-50 raffle tickets. Get your tickets.
Here's the 1-2 from Del Biagio. On the ground to Clayton. Nice play from Clayton over at short. 1 down.
Now back number 21, Justin Bailey.
And here's Justin Bailey, the shortstop, stepping in. Biagio, currently down in Linfield. Thank you. 0-1 and quickly ahead, 0-2. Goes chasing on the inside. 2 down. And out of the bottom of the order for the Rosebuds, Miles Norman. Norman 0 for 2 in his 2 plate appearances last night with a ground out and a strikeout looking. 2 down, 2 in scoring position here for the Rosebuds. Down above the letters, 1-0. Del Biagio with a 6.69 ERA this past season for the Wildcats. Also had a save back in the season opener. 40 1/3 innings pitched down in McMinnville. Grew up in San Jose, California, a big Oakland A's fan. 1-1. And trying to get out of this jam right here. Like I said, Rosebuds with 2 in scoring position with 2 down. Trying to retake the lead. Three-two on the ground and through the hole into right as the Rosebuds will retake the lead, trying to stretch it into a 2-run lead. Nice throw from right field from Tristan Gomez to nail Trey Nelson at the dish. But the Rosebuds retake the lead 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the second here at Walker Stadium.
B-E-F-A-S-T. Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
A seesaw battle so far here at Walker Stadium as the Rosebuds retake the lead 2-1. As Max Shore will lead it off here in the bottom of the second. The bottom of the order due up for the Pickles. Of course, Tristan Gomez showing off that laser from right field. get Trey Nilsson at the dish for the final out of that top of the second. Nice throw there from the former #1 player out of the state of Nebraska. There's Max Shore, the incoming San Diego Torero. 2-0. Outside, 3-0. And obviously with him heading down to San Diego, won't be the last time that we'll see Max Shore here in the Rose City. Obviously the Toreros in the same conference. As he draws a 4-pitch walk to lead it off here in the bottom of the second. He'll be making an appearance, obviously, across town over at the University of Portland, with the Pilots also being in the West Coast Conference. Here's Ole Arntzen. Arntzen last night with a solid night at the dish. 2 singles, a walk, with 2 runs scored as well. One and one. Able to lay off the breaking ball. Outside 3-1. And I'll have to go back and watch the replay from last night's game against the Rosebuds. But if I'm not mistaken, when Ole came out for his second at bat, I think he took the batting gloves off. And I think he's been riding with that ever since. Again, I'll have to go back and watch that replay of the game last night, because I think since then, when he got that single in the bottom of the third, he's been going with the no batting gloves look. 3-1, outside the ball 4. I'll bring up Carter Booth, the center fielder. 2 on with no down. Shows bunt. First pitch strike. Booth currently at Everett Community College. Originally committed to Oregon State to play for the Beavers after having a tremendous high school career up in Snohomish, Washington at Jackson High School, but decided to transfer to Everett Community College. The 0-2. Runners on the move, and Arntzen takes second. That will go into center field, and that's going to be another run for the Pickles, as Max Shore will come in to score. And just like that, all knotted up again. 0-2 to Booth, that one way outside. And Booth late on that one down.
Now to bat for the Pickles, number 48, Cam Clayton.
Cam Clayton led off the bottom of the first with a single. and scored the first run for the Pickles. Infield playing in for the Rosebuds with one down, 1-0. Two and 0. Two and 1. And Clayton gets on base again.
Now the plate for the Pickles, number 17, Noah Guyette.
Noah Guyette with a backwards K in his first plate appearance. Over to short. Throw home, airmail, as Ole Arnson will score, and the Pickles retake the lead.
Make some noise, Water Stadium! Now batting number 38, Ryan Cole!
Second error of the afternoon for the Rosebuds. There's Ryan Ball, who walked last inning. Currently at Cal State Northridge. Runners on the corners. Off the fist foul. Big lead from Noah Guyette over at first base. Breaking ball. And when you have that big of a lead, might as well take second. Two Pickles in scoring position, looking to add on to this one-run lead here in the bottom of the second. Two, 1. 2 and 2 as he fouls that one off.
Nice hustle, Ezra. Keep it up, buddy.
3 and 2. And looks like we're going to get some action in the Rosebuds bullpen. As a couple arms looks like are heading their way out there. And a walk as that one gets by. And another Pickles run. Cam Clayton comes in to score his second run of the afternoon. Here's Eamon Lance, who also walked in his first plate appearance. You want to talk about the impact that Santa Clara Broncos have had in this Pickles lineup so far? You get a perfect example of it right now in the box with Eamon Lance. Obviously had that walk-off grand slam against the Willamette Wild Bills. You had Matt Jew last weekend who had that walk-off single into right field to take the series from the Ridgefield Raptors. This one ripped into left center. Right on cue, Eamon Lance goes deep again. A 3-run jack off the bat of Eamon Lance. 2-run. Yeah. 3-run homer from Eamon Lance.
Now batting number 27, Tristan Gomez.
Well, like I said earlier, Santa Clara Broncos continue to make their impact on this Pickles roster. So make that 2 home runs this season for Eamon Lance. And we can't forget about Connor Henricks either. He's been on an absolute tear right now, leading the Pickles in batting average. Tristan Gomez fouls off the first pitch. Seven to 2 Pickles. Obviously, Tony Boeto also on this squad as well. One and one. And that hits Gomez. And I think that might be it for Ethan Glassman today. And I think Ethan Glassman might have been thrown out. Well, either way, we're going to get a new pitcher now for the Rosebuds here with one down here in the bottom of the second. After it looked like Ethan Glassman got tossed. And now we will get a new pitcher here for the Rosebuds. 7 to 2 Pickles, 6 runs here in the bottom of the second.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break all vodka.
New pitcher in for the Rosebuds here in the bottom of the second. Pickles with a 7-2 lead, putting up a 6 spots so far here in the bottom of the second. Ben Aguilera will take over on the bump as he will face Gabe Ariano. First offering to Ariano, that one way inside. Had to duck away from that one. As I mentioned, 6 runs here in the bottom of the second. Big thanks to a 3-run blast from Eamon Lance. Tristan Gomez on first after getting plunked. Next pitch to Ariano. This one is belted deep into left center, but just in front of the wall. Looked like it was going to be 2 home runs here in this bottom of the second for a second there. But that one just in front of the wall. As now the Pickles have batted around here in the second as we go back to Max Shore. Once again, look out. Shore led off this bottom of the second with a walk. Also scored the first run of the second inning. Next pitch to him, fouls it off, 1-1. Two one to Shore, that one in front of the dish. Max Shore, Ole Arnson, Cam Clayton, Noah Guyette, Ryan Ball, and Eamon Lance have all scored here in the 6th. 3-2. Payoff with 2 down.
Now to bat for the Pickles, number 20, the big Ole Arnson.
There's Ole Arnson. Also reached base on a walk in his first AB earlier this inning. Arnson, blooper, shallow center field, running over to get it, and a nice snag out there by Trey Nelson to end the bottom of the second. But the Pickles put up a 6 spot to take a 7-2 lead heading into the third.
Opportunity to try all of our Walker Stadium exceptions.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/.
7-2. Here's Aiden Bunn leading it off here in the top of the third. Shows bunt, lays it down. That's a beauty. No play over at third for Noah Guyette. Give Bunn a lot of credit. That was beautifully laid down.
Now batting number 7, Blake Tellinghausen.
And now I'll bring up Blake Tellinghausen. One home. Down above the letters 2 and 1. Another check over on first. Foul off and there's the 2-2. Nice block there by Max Shore. Full count. Evan Tomlinson with the payoff. Just misses. And 2 on with no one out. And we'll get a mound visit here. and there is action in the Pickles bullpen. These are the days where I wish I had binoculars. Again, a lot of baseball left here at Walker Stadium this weekend and throughout the next week. Obviously, with us being back to full capacity. A lot of opportunities to come out to Walker Stadium, enjoy some baseball here on this 4th of July. We have a lot of Butterfingers up here in the press box today. I'm not sure if anybody at home could hear the crashing of cell phones landing on the floor, but this is why we're up here and not down there. As I mentioned, 3 more games this weekend, and then the Cowlitz Black Bears coming to Walker Stadium for a 3-game series starting on Tuesday night as the Pickles return to West Coast League play. Here's John Olson with 2 on. That burns the outer half, 0-1. Cal Poly product. Hit and run, high chopper over to Clayton. 1 down. And here's the cleanup hitter in Alex Soul. And again, that's probably the best part of Cam Clayton's game. His future head coach up at Washington, Lindsey Meggs, says he can impact the game defensively. When you talk about everyday players at the shortstop position in the Pac-12, you want explosiveness, but you have to have the routine play as well, and he believes that's what Cam can give the Huskies when he makes his way up to Seattle. Two Rosebuds in scoring position, 1 down, looking to cut into this 5-run deficit after the Pickles put up 6 in the bottom half of the second. 1-1 to Soul. Tomlinson home with the 1-1. That one ripped foul. Shamonte Woods, look out. One, 2 from Evan Tomlinson. Outside, 2-2. Obviously, Cam Clayton heading to a Huskies program that looks for improvement in 2022 after finishing last in the Pac-12 this past season as Tomlinson gets his first K of the afternoon.
50-50 raffle tickets. Get your 50-50 raffle tickets.
2 down here in the third for Shamonte Woods. Reached base on a walk back in the second. That one foul down the first base line. 0-1, fouled off, 0-2. From the belt, the 0-2 from Tomlinson. Goes chasing at the high cheese. As Tomlinson gets out of that jam. 7-2 as we head to the bottom of the third.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Down goes Dylan T. Down goes Dylan T.
One more? All right, one more, Dylan. Let's make it count, buddy. I know they tie your shoes up tight. All right, you guys ready for one more? Yes. 1, 2, 3, go! He's top heavy. He's top heavy. He's a 7-foot-tall pickle. Let's hear it for Dylan T. Pickle. Let's hear it for David.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles.
Well, after Dylan T. Pickle got absolutely destroyed in that contest, no offense, Dylan, sorry, Carter Booth will lead it off here in the bottom of the third. First offering to him as he goes chasing one up high and fouls it off.
Get yourself a red rose, folks.
And again, game 2 of this doubleheader scheduled to start at 7:05, and considering that we are now just starting the bottom of the third and we're about 10 minutes away from 5 o'clock, it'll be interesting to see if we'll complete the entire 9 innings of this one. Two 2-1 to Booth. Up the middle. And Booth is on.
Now back for the pickle number 19, Patrick Scott.
Third error of the afternoon for the Rosebuds. Patrick Mushkat will take his first tax of the afternoon. Swing and a miss there, 0-1. A nice throw behind the dish there. As Carter Booth is nailed trying to nab second base. Popped up our way. On foul ground. And Mushkot will stay alive. One, two to Moose. That one popped up maybe 2 miles high in foul ground.
Really hurts. I got it.
One, two again. Mushkot ripped but foul. On the ground to third. 2 down.
Now that's for the Pickles, number 48, Cam Clayton. Noah Guyette.
So Cam Clayton with a single to keep the bottom of the third alive for the Pickles. Here's Noah Guyette. Second hit of the afternoon for Cam Clayton. Guyette over to second and through the wickets as Clayton will move up to third.
Now bat number 38, Ryan Ball.
Here's Ryan Ball with 2 walks so far. 2-1.
I'm the dude, so that's what you call me, you know?
3-1. Ball into shallow right center. And that's going to fall. This ball will move up to second. And another Pickles run.
Now back to the Pickles, number 22, Daniel Rossi.
And another new hitter here for the Pickles. Daniel Hiroshi is going to come in.
We got folks walking around with pretzels right to your seat. Warm, soft pretzels. Get them while they're hot with hot cheese. If the moon was made of spare ribs, would you eat it? I know I would.
Off speed, catches the zone. Hiroshi. Beautiful play out in right field by Jack Ossenkopf. Definitely the highlight defensively of the afternoon so far as that ends the bottom of the third. 8-2 Pickles as we head into the fourth.
B-E-F-A-S-T. Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break a vodka.
Eight to 2 Pickles. As we head to the fourth, Trey Nelson will lead it off here for the Rosebuds. Pickles fans, make sure to visit pickleshop.com for all your Portland Pickles apparel, hats, and much more merchandise. And obviously, when you come out to a game here at Walker Stadium, make sure to stop by the merchandise tent. A lot of great Pickles stuff there that you won't find online. A lot of great Wild Wild West League stuff as well that you won't find online. Great hats that you'll find from the Rosebuds as that one is grounded over to short. One down here for the Rosebuds. Rosebuds hats, Wild Bills hats, Gherkins hats, Grey Wolves hats, they got them all. Evan Tomlinson still on the mound here for the Pickles. First pitch strike, the Jack Austin Cop. Tomlinson says his favorite baseball movie is The Sandlot, although he still has nightmares about the dog in that movie. I can't blame you. That I will admit he is terrifying. And before the season started, looking at all the bios of the Pickles who are going to be playing here in Portland this summer, as he went around 0-2, well now 0-3, strikeout. Quickly 2 down. That was probably the most popular movie among Portland Pickle players, was The Sandlot. Personally, I wouldn't put that movie up there in my top 5 of baseball movies, but not saying it's bad or anything, but I saw a couple guys put 42, which is obviously a great movie, as Justin Bailey gets hit and he'll get a free pass to first. Going back to our starter today, Andrew Del Biagio, his favorite baseball movie is Moneyball, which is always solid. Which kind of makes sense considering that he's an Oakland A's fan. Bottom of the order here for the Rosebuds and Miles Norman. An RBI single in his first at bat in the top of the second. I've seen 42. I saw Moneyball listed. I saw obviously Sandlot like we were talking about a second ago. I was kind of disappointed I didn't see any major leagues, or I'm trying to think what else. 0-1. Quickly 0-2. Outside. Throw down to second. Not in time as Bailey is in there with a stolen base. One-two from Tomlinson. Three and two. Two on here in the top of the fourth.
Now back number 6.
Somebody in this press box said bench warmers one time, right? Yeah. Obviously not the most critically acclaimed baseball movie, but it's still solid. That's pretty good too. Yeah. Here's Aiden Bunn, who had a beauty of a bunt laid down last inning. 2 down with 2 on. Tomlinson from the belt. Down above the letters. 1-1.
Dylan T. Pickle, height 8', weight 300 pounds. That's right, Rose right.
I think I saw one player, I'm trying to remember who it was, said Field of Dreams. And I was going to be pretty disappointed if at least one player didn't put that on. I mean, how can you hate Field of Dreams? 2-2. Two's home. Outside, throw down to second. Not in time. And now Justin Bailey and Miles Norman both in scoring position with 2 down here in the 4th. Payoff home with 2 down. And a bases loaded walk. Or to load the bases, I should say.
Good eye, 6 man.
Now batting, number 7, Blake Tellinghausen.
Bases juiced now for Blake Tellinghausen. Two and 0. Can't see anyone getting warm in the Pickles bullpen right now. 2 down, bases loaded, as Evan Tomlinson looks to get out of this jam.
Your
3-0.
youngest to pull a ticket for me and get some free cotton candy. Who wants to pull a ticket out of here for me? One of you choose. All right, come on.
Thought he had a bases loaded walk. Runners on the move with the bases loaded, 2 down, swing and a miss. Evan Tomlinson gets out of that bases loaded jam. 8-2 Pickles heading to the bottom of the 4th.
B-E-F-A-S-T. Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles.
To the bottom of the fourth, 8-2 Pickles. As Tristan Gomez will lead it off. First offering to him, first pitch strike.
That's right for Pickles, number 27, Tristan Gomez.
That means you pulled the raffle ticket and somebody won a big prize. I don't know.
0-2.
Congratulations, Valerie, 50-50 raffle winner.
Miss Valerie, she looks very happy.
We should thank you, Anders.
0-2 to Gomez.
Hope Cannon.
That one down low, 2-2.
Is that who this is? What's his name?
Gomez rips it, but into the netting.
Nice rip.
One of the new features here at Walker Stadium this summer, obviously to provide more protection for fans watching the game down the right field and left field lines that you're starting to see more and more of at Major League ballparks. Two to Gomez. And now 3-2. I'll continue to say this. Walker Stadium obviously continues to be a great place to watch a baseball game. Especially on a great summer afternoon like this, or I'm sure what's going to be a perfect summer night later tonight for game 2 of this doubleheader, as that one is foul.
That's up. 7 up. Way to go, Jeff.
Providing one of many opportunities for baseball fans to get their fix during this summer of 2021. Obviously, you got the Pickles out in Washington County at Ron Tonkin Field. You got the Hops, as well as the Vancouver Canadians, who are calling Hillsborough home for the time being, with the border between the United States and Canada still closed, as Gomez draws the walk.
Now batting number 4, Gabe Ariano.
It's too bad we don't have the Portland Beavers anymore. Those are fun games to go to. When back in the day, the Beavers played at PGE Park, for obviously what it turned into now at Providence Park. Obviously, still love the Portland Timbers in soccer, but just kind of sentimental reasons. Wish the Beavers were still here. There's Gabe Ariano, 1-0. On the ground to short. Out at second, and the Rosebuds turn the double play. Nice scoop over at first by John Olson.
Now batting number 35, Max Shore.
Max Shore has gotten on base in his 2 appearances this afternoon, both on walks. That one slicing into right center, and that will drop for a base hit.
Anders, can I get a bite?
And now Sam Haney will get his first hacks.
Fell on my leg.
First offering fouled off.
Now batting number 9, Sam Haney.
That one ripped into center field for a base hit. And 2 on.
Now batting number 18, Carter.
First offering to Connor Booth. That one called a strike.
Go, Picks, go.
1-1. That one outside, gets away, and runners will move up 90 feet. As Carter Booth will lay off that one, 3-1. Booth opposite way. Nice play once again at first base by John Olson. To the fifth, still 8-2 Pickles.
Fans, due to the timing of our second game,
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
break of vodka.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles.
That one through the hole into right field for a base hit for Alex Soul.
Now batting number 28, Jamonte Woods.
Here's Jamonte Woods. Attempted hit and run. And Soul will be in there. Woods with a walk and a strikeout this afternoon. The 0-2. Two and two.
Now at number 10, Trey Nelson.
Trey Nelson will now step in with 2 on here in the 5th. big swing there. Attempted hit and run, fouled off. 0-2. The 0-2. Two and two. Called strike 3 on the outer half. Two down for Jack Ossenkop.
Now batting number 15, Jack Ossenkopf. Three ready served pickle juice drinking competitors please make your way to the Wiggles Pickles party deck.
Two and one. The 3-1. And that will wrap up the top of the fifth on the nice fire down to third from home plate. 8-2 Pickles.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
B-E-F-A-S-T
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at OH.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break a vodka. B-E-F-A-S-T.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag.
Patrick Bushcott will lead it off here in the bottom of the fifth as we head into the final half hour of this matchup. Again, the game will conclude at 6 p.m. between the Pickles and the Rosebuds. That one popped up to center. One pitch, one out. Game will end at 6 o'clock so that we can get ready for the Pickles taking on the Gresham Grey Wolves at 7:15. Here's Cam Clayton. Hayden Van Acker, by the way, the new pitcher on the hill for the Rosebuds. Inside, 1-1. Two and one. Outside, 3 and 1.
No, it should be recording. The red dots. Yeah, but it's usually the red dots on the screen. What was that called? Is that a block strike?
I think it's 3 and 1. That one foul. 3 and 2. That one lifted into left. And that's going to drop. Extra bases.
Now back number 17, Noah Guyette.
Here's Noah Guyette, who has reached base on 2 errors this afternoon. 2-1 with one down. Foul off now, 2-2.
Everybody clap your hands. Check it out, y'all.
Spin and look back at Clayton. Gaia to the right side. Close play at the bag. And he's out. Here comes Ryan Ball, who has reached base all 3 times. 2 walks. And also got on an error. Two down as the Pickles look to increase their lead to 7 with Cam Clayton 90 feet away. Two and one. Breaking ball catches the outside, 2-2. Two's the ball. Barely got a piece of that one. Two's all over again. Breaking ball. Called strike 3. To the 6. Still 8-2. Pickles.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Rosebuds looking to put up a rally here.
Yeah.
Down by 6 as we head to the top of the 6th. Again, a little less than 20 minutes from now, this game will conclude with the Pickles getting ready to take on the Gresham Grey Wolves at 7:15. Shows bunt. That one foul. Oh, and 2 as Ryan Svenningson is ahead here. And despite it being an afternoon game, great crowd on hand here at Walker Stadium. You look beyond the outfield fence, all the picnic tables. Looks like every picnic table is filled out there. Again, the first weekend of full capacity here at Walker Stadium. And you know, baseball fans and Pickles fans are going to take advantage of that. That one popped up. One down.
Now to bat number 21, Justin Bailey.
There's Justin Bailey. A strikeout and a hit by pitch today. And I was going to say, on a perfect afternoon like that, or like this, I should say, the outfield picnic tables, no question, are a great spot. Right in the shade. We got the hideaway bar out in center field. I'd imagine there would be an even bigger crowd on hand tonight for the nightcap against the Grey Wolves. One to Bailey. High chopper over to second. 2 down.
Now batting number 8, Miles Norman.
And back to the bottom of the order for the Rosebuds and Miles Norman. Solid afternoon, a walk and an RBI single. It was a back and forth affair between the Pickles and the Rosebuds extremely early on in this one. The Rosebuds got out to a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. The Pickles answered back to tie it up at 1. Rosebuds then answered with another run in the top of the second to take the lead. But since then, it's been all Pickles. They put up that 6th spot in the second. Added another in the bottom of the third, and now 8-2. It's been zeros up on the scoreboard since that bottom of the third. 1-1. Three one. Payoff coming with 2 down.
Now batting number 6, Aiden Bunn.
Player of the game. So, should I start?
Here's Aiden Bunn. An infield single and a walk.
Yeah. Thank you, Colin. Yeah.
First pitch outside, 1-0. Really goes chasing it one up high. One.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Thanks. Is it 2? 3-1. I think it's 3-1. Yeah, it's 3-1.
3-1. And a 5-pitch walk. There's Blake Tellinghausen. A walk and a strikeout. Sliced opposite way down the line. Foul.
Folks, it is 5:50. That's a 10-minute warning. In between the games, the food and beverages will all be open. Once again, 10-minute warning.
Oh, and 2. Goes down Hacken. And it looks like that's going to do it. And the Pickles are going to take this one 8-2 over the Portland Rosebuds. After the top of the 6th, again, the game is concluding so that Walker Stadium can prepare for the nightcap between the Pickles and the Gresham Grey Wolves. First pitch of that game, 7:15 back here on the YouTube and Facebook Live. We'll see you back here then, everybody.